Hi, Grandma Mary here, and I'm here today to talk about these new smart lists, huh? What's going on? All of a sudden we have this little list area that popped up on our screen with the recent changes, and what the heck is it for? Some people think it's kind of creepy that Facebook is figuring out who you want to put on your list and putting it on there automatically. I happen to think that it's kind of cool. And I'm going to talk today about some of the cool features of these smart lists. We're going to use Andrea's profile here and go through some of the new things that are happening with it. First of all, Facebook has decided some basic lists to start for you. They've got close friends, family, like your high school, your college, whatever it might be, and your local area. And it's automatically put people on these lists. Now, luckily, they didn't go ahead and take the liberty of actually choosing your close friends. I mean, thanks, Facebook, for that. So it did make some suggestions. So that's kind of a nice little thing. You've got some suggestions on people you interact with a lot. You can choose to add them to that list. Now, you can't delete these lists that they've automatically created for you. You can come over here and hide the list from that sidebar, because maybe you've created some lists that you want to look at, pay attention to a little bit more. And if you're wondering where your lists are, they're still there. If you click the More link, you can see all the lists that you've already created. Now, the thing that I also like is that some of these lists are self-updating. So say, you forget to put someone on a list that you went to college with, but if they've selected their college and they're on your college and your friends, it updates them and puts them on that list. Now, it also, you may have already created a list for your high school friends or something like that. The kind of nice thing is you can merge those lists. So you come up to Manage Lists and you click Merge Lists, and you find your list that you've created already, high school friends. I'm going to go ahead and merge these lists, put them together, and say, oh, I think I already did that. We've already merged those lists, but that's kind of handy. So you can do some of that. The other thing that I like is in your local area, you can choose to change the range. So it says within 10 miles of your local area, and it kind of puts those people already on a list. You can choose to expand that range a little bit. So maybe you want it to be, say, 50 miles or 55 miles, and it kind of has this handy little map that you can play with and see exactly who that includes there, and you can choose to save that or not, whatever you want to do. And then it automatically puts those people on the list. So that I like that, because then you don't have to figure out exactly where they live. Are they nearby? Maybe you don't know if they're nearby. You have to look at their profile and put them on the list. It's self-updating. So that's handy. The other thing that they have here is that you can see like what kind of it gives you little notifications about if there's some recent posts on there. And it shows up there. I've been clicking around, so it doesn't show those notifications. But you can see some updated information on those lists, so that's handy. And again, if you click the More list, there's all your lists there. You can always go and check on that list, by clicking on it and seeing the updates from the people on that list. And the handy thing is now, if you post within this list, say I only want to talk to people in the chamber here, my chamber list, I'll just put the status update right within the list, and it's automatically defaulting to only show that post to the chamber people. So you can do the same thing from your home page, but you just have to click on here and say, see all the lists, and then click on that chamber area, wherever that went. Now, we've got a lot of lists here. I love lists. They're handy for keeping track of people and everything like that. But anyway, or maybe people you've met at networking events, you want to have an update go out to those people. So that's kind of handy. The thing I wanted to also talk about was this list that you have of your, let me go back to the home page here. Now where's all my lists? Of course it's gone, because they're down here. it gets moved around. So there's a little fresh post from someone in the Superior area. You can, again, change those notifications and kind of what kind of updates you're going to get from those people. But I also wanted to highlight the fact that you've got a list for your, maybe you put your page, your business page on there as your workplace. So Grandma Mary's Social Media Edutainer, that's where Andrea works. She works hard there. And so if I put people on this list, they're going to get a notification that they also work there, and I want to add them to my workplace there. So I might draft some new employees if I do that. And how this looks on your profile is you get a review notice. So, for example, Phil and Cindy said that Andrea works at Social Media Examiner, and she does work there. So we're going to go ahead and say that she works there. But if you're putting people on your list, they're also going to get a notification. Like Lori said, I work with her at Social Media Design, and we've collaborated. I may not be necessarily employed there, and that's what happens. But you also get notifications if people add you as a family member. Now, these are the only types of notifications and review kind of points that you're going to get. So don't worry about putting people on lists that might not be flattering or something like that. They're not going to get any notification that you're putting them on a list. Your lists are all secret. No one can see them. But they will, if you add them as a family member or say you work together, they will get some kind of notification there. So that's the only thing you need to worry about. And again, just, use the lists, make them your own, have fun with them. I like them for sure. And, that's it. That's all you need to know. Hope that helped. Talk to you next time, and put me on a list.